You know your mother's secrets, the papers she gave Pilar to keep. You know what's in them.
If we don't start listing the wedding...
Kindly do not interrupt, Pilar. What do your mother's secrets have to do with? What do they concern?
Well, one thing, me. It's all about yours truly.
Dear God, Ivy's secret.
Ivy's papers are about you, my son? I don't understand. Why would Ivy be hiding something from me about my own son? Your mother's secret papers are about you. Are you certain?
Positive.
Well, spit it out, son. I mean, what on earth would Ivy be keeping from me about you?
Well, now that Mr. Crane is convinced you have a secret, he will not rest until he uncovers it.
Well, we can't let that happen, Pilar. Julian must never know that Ethan is Sam's son and not his. That would be horrendous, and Ethan would be shattered if he found out he wasn't a Crane.
Oh, my God. I was afraid something like this would happen.
You might as well tell me what the papers are about and what they have to do with you. I'm going to find out sooner or later anyway. I'm waiting, Ethan. As your father, I have a right to know about anything that concerns you in spite of what your mother thinks.
It's not that I'm trying to keep something from
Well, then tell me. I mean, don't keep me in suspense.
Forgive me, Mr. Crane. I know this isn't my place,
And
but
stay out of it. This is between Ethan and me. Don't you have silver to polish?
Father, that's rude.
Never mind that. Just tell me what your mother was stashing in that attaché case before Pilar felt the need to cover up a secret.
Well, I wouldn't call it a secret at all. It was just a surprise that I came upon by accident.
What sort of surprise?
A wedding present. And Gwen was the one who figured it out. Oh, Mother's putting together old pictures of me, school papers, awards, that kind of thing, to make a memory book for Gwen and me for the wedding. And she was afraid that I might find it and ruin the surprise, so she asked Pilar to stash it for her. That's all that was in the case.
It seems we're talking about two different sets of papers here.
And what are you talking about?
I know for a fact that your mother has been keeping something far more important from me than a wedding surprise.
Like what?
Like other papers that she doesn't want me to see?
How could you possibly be sure of that? And what would it be? And why would she do that?
You don't know your mother the way I do, Ethan.
Don't you dare criticize her to me.
Little loyal son, I'm merely pointing out that your mother's secret is still alive and well, and I'm going to find out what it is. You may tell her that for me, Pilar, as if you wouldn't anyway.
Sam Bennett may be the chief of police, but I'll be damned if he's going to tell me what to do.
That's the spirit, son. I've never liked that fellow myself, especially since he was appointed chief of police.
It's just, I don't know what his problem is. I haven't done anything to him.
Your last name is Crane. He's one of those middle-class public servants with a completely irrational resentment toward anyone with a credible stock portfolio. It'd make it so much easier on themselves if they'd simply accept the fact that we were born to money for a reason and they weren't.
I get the feeling that Sam Bennett's problems with our family have to do with something a lot more personal than a trust fund.
What else could it be?
Who knows? But as far as I'm concerned, he and I are at war.
Well, you can count me in. I'm not going to stand for one more of his idle threats. Imagine him warning me. If I don't stop bullying the townsfolk, he'll see to it personally that the Crane power structure is broken up. Huh.
Over my dead body.
Music to my ears, son. I wasn't sure that you'd go to the mat for the family name.
Despite our personal differences, Father, I'm a Crane and I'm proud of it.
I cannot tell you how gratified I am to hear you say that.
Why wouldn't I? No, our family has done a lot for Harmony and its citizens. Half the town puts food on their table with the paychecks they get from us. I'm not about to take Sam Bennett's insults lying down.
I couldn't have said it any better. It's time that we put that cocky, self-righteous chief of police in his place.
I guess he thought he could get away with his anti-Crane rhetoric because I'm young and I haven't been home long. But he has made a tactical error. I'm just gonna have to show him what it's like when you come up against one of us.
I'm sure you'll have him backing down in no time.
I hope so, for his sake. Because I am going to win, even if I have to destroy him.